Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Edna here, and I thought of doing a video about how to become more feminine. And this suggestion came from one of my friends who told me, kanga kienyeji. I'm like, mini kienyeji. They're like, no, where is it kienyeji? Like, at least I've pulled up my socks kidogo from being a kienyeji type of girl. That's why I'm doing this video. So I did some research, and that the points which I agreed with, I wrote them down and I'll take you through them. No pressure by there at all for you to become more feminine until you have to be having body wash or no. Just a step by a step you grow into that, and if you're a woman or a girl somewhere feeling like that, I guess this is a video for you to watch it till the end. I have like 10 points, and I hope it's going to assist or maybe try and help you improve in areas you feel like you could improve in. If you hear a cat at the background, just know it's my cat, and another one has come to visit, so it's practically making a lot of noise. But yeah, and I'm done my own makeup by the way, guys. So anyway, the first point, and it's very cold in Nairobi, so the first point that I wrote down was is my hand even darker than me, but I promise it's the same tone. Okay, acknowledge and honor God. I think for like for me, if a woman really like knows the essence and the value of having God in their life, is one thing that I will look like I will notice and admire a lot from that person, because they're able to like connect their souls and intentions. I've met people who, of course, they practically even not basically must going to church, but if they don't acknowledge God, and there's a type of manner they behave. There's a way Christianity just shapes how you make decisions, how you carry yourself. So for my case, like, a woman who acknowledges and honors God has class, because there is a way they treat people. If they are wrong, the spirit is able to tell them, go apologize, that is not right for you to do that to someone else. So one of my points was acknowledge and honor God. The second one was you're kind to strangers. So I think if people meet you for the first time, if I'm in a place where someone meets you for the first time and they're actually rude, it actually shows but a woman who is kind, nice to people, that woman is very attractive, because they're able to know life actually is all about relations and friendships that you make with other people. That's how amazing your life can be, or not amazing. Because if you don't make good like relations with others, they avoid you, or you're not nice to hang around with. But if you're kind and like even wisdom, even knowing how to speak, there are women who there's no word they can't actually abuse you, but there are women who practically, as in kuna maneno zingine hawezi kutoa wakitusi mtu or anything. So I wrote, you're kind to strangers. That is like you have wisdom in your talks, and then you respect others regardless of who they are. So the respect to whoever you meet, like if you meet people, hey, hi, kind of shows you're a woman of value, or you value others. So that's another point I wrote down. That was number 2. My number 3 was you keep your word. If you promise to do something, and this is something I've actually struggled with, if you promise to do something, just do it. And if you won't do it, just communicate like earlier on, or say, hey, I'm not going to be able to do this and this. It really shows a lot of maturity and a lot of feminine, a lot of like you understand and you value other people's time, that you're not willing to waste for them. If you're going to be late, just communicate and say you're going to be late. I've struggled with this a lot and I'm working on it. I've really improved on it. So if you also would like to start working in this journey, I guess that's one other area to check on, because if you don't keep time, people will be like, that person even doesn't keep time, that person is not even accountable, or those are some of the things that will come if you don't watch on that. So another point I wrote down was neat, clean, organized, planned, tidy, or smells good. This is also, I think for a long time I really struggled with finding a roll-on that really worked for me, because I had a strong sweat scent. But finally I got one which is Nivea Active. So if you're also a woman who maybe probably, because I never had this from anyone, I was really searching YouTube the types of roll-on to use and stuff, but all of them didn't work. So if you are in such a place, just try, like, understand, if you sweat, like, try something that then it's active. Active means una sweat. Then if your skin is dry, una sweat but you're dry, uko watery, then try some roll-ons which are friendly to, like, the dryness. Yes. So someone who is neat, clean, organized, of course, is very attractive. We are not able to do that 100% and every time, but if you can be able to do, like, once in a while, like once in a while, then it becomes frequent, then it becomes the person or the woman you dream to be. Another thing I wrote was have confidence and dress hot, but dress have confidence and dress decently. So, as in, for my case, you'll never see me with a cleavage going down here, and I'm not against such women who do that, but like, learning how to dress your body, I also struggled with this. I wasn't wearing the right size of my trousers, I think my first year back in college, but with time I now learned, frequent, and you also make effort to learn how to dress your body. It's going to now become something that now you're good at. So no one is born knowing all these things. You just practice them step by step and you go improving on them. Yes. So another one was have confidence. A woman with confidence will know them from very far. They are very like eye catching or eye captivating. So, and if you are struggling with something like that, which you all struggle, maybe in one area you're not good, another one you're very good at. So I think one of the things you can maybe try and improve on or try is doing affirmations. Look yourself in the mirror and appreciate yourself for the things you're really good at. If you are kind, just say, hey, Edna, you're very kind. Edna, I just even journaling, like writing down, today I was nice to someone, today was, and then it begins to, then, or even like when you do something wrong, you write down, hey, I was unkind to someone, I was, begin writing them down. Then it now becomes a lifestyle with time practiced on. It now becomes a lifestyle with time. So have confidence and also dress decently, or dress your body how it's supposed to be dressed. Like, for me, most people tell me I look good in dresses, as much as I hate them. Yeah, that's a fact. But I think it also contributed to the way I didn't know how to dress to get like my right size of trousers. But right now I'm really good at it, so I still look good in trousers and shorts. So learn how to dress your body. Another one is don't talk. Don't talk with food in your mouth. We are not always perfect we're not going to be always perfect in all this. You just work on them and then you're cautious. So when I have said this and you're listening to this, when it happens, you're like, I remember Edna saying, it's not really nice to talk with your food in their mouth. Don't shout at people. I really don't like shouting at people, by the way. Actually, even when I'm arguing, I usually cry, or even I'm trembling, because I just don't like weird vibes. And if we have to argue or anything, I'll just walk away and keep quiet, and I'm just done with you. I don't like those vibes. I would rather, like, we sit down and like, after some time you tell me, hey, you did this wrong, I think you should apologize and stuff like that, than, yeah, ulisema you did this. No, I don't like shouting. I really don't like shouting or arguing. It's not Edna. So maybe I don't know. I don't think even when I was a kid I used to be good at that, but I really don't like shouting. I really don't like. Maybe it's a trauma. Maybe I don't know, but I really don't like people who shout, and it's just too much. It's just too much for me. Another one is being content with themselves. They love and accept their flaws, not not all over, and not copycatting to like that point contributes to what I was saying. Like, learn to accept yourself and love yourself. Edna, you are this. Edna, your weaknesses are this. If you begin writing down, like journaling, you're able to know, oh, maybe I'm not good in this, or I'm not good in cooking, I'm good in maybe cleaning. Just, you know, accepting yourselves and knowing I'm not good at this, I can improve at that with time. No pressure. By the way, you don't have to to be already a feminine with by the end of this match. Don't put pressure on yourself. Just slowly. If you have an interest in something, try do research about it. Try learn. If you learn new things, actually it makes you feel really great. If you read books, like for my case, I love reading books. So if you read books, they kind of make you feel good and love yourself, because you're adding more wisdom to yourself. Another one was listen to others when they talk and not just you. And if you're an extrovert, or sometimes, when you see a group of friends, there's always one person who's like their gang leader. When you're that person, it's really hard, and you really have to check, like, to meditate and be like, oh, but I talk a lot, I should be keeping quiet and listening to others. Just like be cautious of such a character. If actually you can even notice it from others very quickly, but not from yourself. So when others are talking, able listen to yourself. If you cut them off when they're talking, like no, 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 so it's really not a good one. So if you want to be more feminine and more attractive, just learn to listen. Sometimes to sit back and listen, you're like, okay, mm-hmm, okay, that's nice, okay. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Just listen to people's ideas. And sometimes you may not always agree with them, but just listening counts, and it means a lot to the other person who was talking. Another one I wrote was apologize when wrong. I think this is a really good and a great character if we all emulated it. I know men really struggle with this because of ego. And a friend of mine who's married was joking, was telling me that like the husband doesn't really apologize. Like, they will send you a message after or buy you flowers. So like for them that's an apology. So at least it's an effort shown that you feel apologetic about something. So like learning how to apologize. Like in my case, yeah, to my friends, yeah, like I'm like very apologetic if I say something. Okay, that's right. But anyway, we're all learning and growing. So like learning to say sorry. If someone tells me, hey, you did this and I kind of feel this type of way, I'm going to be I'm going to apologize. If you don't apologize, it kind of shows your ego or something. Or I'll do maybe an action. Especially women, we struggle with this, because I was right. I tell you. Okay. But yeah, just find a way to communicate and say sorry. Maybe cook their favorite food. Maybe tell them how you appreciate them and how they see the real you, and how they also trying to make you the best. There are people you meet and they're actually meant to come and make you turn out best. So yeah, the last point, if you have been writing down, this is the last point. The last point was keep time and if not communicate. I think that one I already said. Another one I will say is, let me think of another one, maybe number 10, because that is a repetitive. Another character of like a feminine in a very, without a budget. Like, some people maybe will tell you that, hey, could dressing, like, you can go to Mtush and still dress very expensive. Yeah, so like, okay, like for my case, if I look at my Instagram or sometimes how I dress, you will think, oh, this girl, the dad has some Range Rover, they live in an estate. Nah. I just learned how to, like, find a way, and you'll find a route of passion. If there's a person you like, Also, if, like finding a mentor is really good in your feminine journey, or in your, you know, yeah, in your feminine journey. Finding someone, like for my case, I'll give you some names. There's one woman called Maya Galore on YouTube, like social media accounts. Other is called Ashley. Another one is called Jalisa Diva. I'll write them down below on the caption. Another one is, there are women who I follow, like Natalie Tewa in Kenya, Natalie Tewa, Wanjiru Njiru. Like you see their fashion of like their trends and how they carry themselves, and you're like, wow, I really, if you have, it's really good to find women who you admire. There's another one called Brianna Ponte, but that one is my favorite. Whoa, whoa, and the couple, and they have a podcast called Relationship Restored. So adding yourself more wisdom and even having people you admire, then it makes you want to grow and do better and improve where you are. You can, if you have never maybe tried some makeup, like the friends who gave me the idea of doing this, they have never like done, they are not, they are not having some interest in makeup. So like gathering small things, like for example, my lipstick is 100, but it's not that expensive. So in your shopping or in your upkeep, maybe 100, but we can withdraw and say this one's for lipstick, when you, or even lip gloss if you don't like lipstick, maybe a face mask. You know, this, like the self-care, like making your nails don't have, you know, like right now I don't have tips and I love them, but at least my nails are short and, you know, neat. My toes, I've done them because right now my pocket is, of the economy of the country is not doing well. So just find, you don't have to specifically do exactly what they do, but you can be improving or doing what you can do at your age. So yeah, the small things, spending time with your friends, it also like challenges you if you are very comfortable at a place to improve or this or that. Anyway, I think that's all. I'm going to keep rambling until this video is like 30 minutes. So I thought this video will be like 10 minutes, but too bad. It's almost 18 minutes or 20 minutes. But I hope you have enjoyed and learned one or two. If, yeah, that's my cat. So if you have any, if you have any ideas, also like tell me and I'll improvise them. I'm sorry I'm not being very consistent, but um, we are here, we are still here, and we're finding content. I've actually made ideas of content. I'm going to like make more content before this month end to replace those 2 weeks I didn't post. So make sure you keep tuned and watch. I'm also going for a shoot this week, God willing. I'm going for a shoot, so I'm going to also record when I'm picking the clothes, trying to pick the clothes, so you can assist me pick the clothes for the shoot, and we will see. So hope you're having a great match. Yes, and goodbyes. Let me stop talking. Goodbyes.